Yes.
Lawsuits, to be,
Lawsuits.
to be exact.
The best kind of suits.
The ones that strap your parent company of cash to the point they fire you.
All right. Got the good stuff tonight, boys.
Ooh, makers.
Ooh. 46 what?
I don't know. Years.
Yeah.
I'm confused. That sounds expensive. No, what? Seriously, though, 46 what?
Proof.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no way it's years. Maker's Mark hasn't even been around that long.
Well, it's 92 proof. Is it 92? Yeah, it's 94 proof. So, fuck, I don't know what 46 stands for.
No, I got to Google that shit.
Yeah, I better grab one of those too.
Took me a little water to suck my drink.
Oh, it's a process.
Process.
Oh, God, I got to put in my birthday to get in this fucking website.
Thank goodness it's not Canadian. It'd be a process.
Yes.
Everything's a process.
It's a boot process.
Mm. That's pretty goddamn good.
And
Whiskey.
drink your beer. Red beer.
Whiskey. Perfect.
Oh, you're just in time.
Just in time to be welcome to Gunnit Live.
Hey!
132 with no title and nothing else.
Mm.
Because I had my fucking crown come out and I had to go to the dentist this afternoon, so.
I looked up the significance of 132, and there's a couple of military things that are 132s, but I can't remember what they were.
Yeah, I was in a rush.
They weren't fancy.
Yeah. Not enough to remember them off the top of your head, so they must suck, right?
Yeah, and there's a couple of things where it said the 132 is a blank number and a blank number that math nerds like and something. But I've been watching Number File quite a bit on YouTube there when they make videos, and they're good, but those guys really do twaddle around playing with stupid things for fun. Make up some. Anyway, watch one or two of the videos. You'll see.
I don't watch much videos on YouTube's.
Math nerds.
I watched a video the other day. The guys that work for me made me watch it. It's a guy punching a kangaroo in the head.
Ooh.
It's fucking really good too. He fucking cracks this kangaroo. The kangaroo's got his dog.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I understand now.
He fucking power ain't a kisser, man. The kangaroo's just like, what?
I thought you were talking about, they used to do kangaroo boxing matches and stuff. That was dumb as hell. But
that's better than the last one they made me watch, which was Richard Stallman eating a piece of his toe.
What?
This guy, Richard Stallman.
Yeah, that fucking guy.
Yeah, that guy's out there. He did a conference, like, with people watching, and he fucking, like, bites a piece of his toe. Like, bites something off his fucking toe. Not even joking. Like, he picks something off of his toe and eats it. Yeah.
Oh, that guy. That's a different guy.
With a big beard and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That guy sounds fucked up.
He's kind of a hippie.
If you're gonna eat your toe, do it in private.
Yeah, exactly. Like a fucking normal human being.
I don't even want to think. It's gross.
Auto cannibalism?
Got to trim those toenails somehow, you know. They don't trim themselves.
I can actually remember as a toddler biting my toenails.
I said that's more a statement of his flexibility than anything.
My fingernails are always neatly trimmed because I bite them too, but
that's gross too.
My toenail biting days are long gone.
Yeah, I can't. If I could bite a toenail, I could probably suck my own dick. I've tried. I have to find other people to do it for me. It's terrible.
That's why you got married, right?
You think? Somebody in the comments said we should talk about sex. So, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Done.
Checked off the list. We're not nothing willing to deliver for our audience.
How is our audience today?
Got a few people on
Oh,
the YouTube actually chatting.
The YouTubes.
Yeah. Says we got 10 viewers now, up from a top of 12, but we don't have much for topics tonight. And
I just had a massive sneeze. Joey says, Pest picked up the Long Dark on sale from your recommendation on a past episode. Really liking it so far. Yes, totally. Interloper's way to go, though. You got to get good and play Interloper. But yeah.
Are these video games you're talking about?
yeah,
Yes,
Long
sir.
Dark is.
It's a great game.
Oh, you got your thing on the thing.
Yeah. I finally came, and me and my son were bored this afternoon because they got out of school early, and we came down and put this together. So
Nice. That'd be great. You take it for show and tell tomorrow.
yeah, perfect.
We went that network.
I'll just send him with body armor too. He might have trouble riding his bike to school though. That shit's pretty heavy.
I love how on South Park now, every time they show the school, you hear shots, gunshots.
Oh, really? I haven't watched South Park yet this season. I should get on that.
Oh, dude, it's the best. Butters is the best hall monitor ever. He's carried an M16.
It's all about that, is it? All right.
I haven't watched South Park in a while.
Here's the thing about South Park. They do sting a little bit sometimes, but it's never wrong. It's fucking
Yeah.
it's never wrong.
Yeah, there's one episode devoted to that, and then they just sort of carried the joke forward a little bit in every episode after that.
Excellent.
But it's a pretty good episode.
I'll binge watch the shit I've missed so far.
And Randy becomes a farmer, a Colorado farmer.
Oh, one of them
hot
kind.
farmer.
Sandwich farmer.
Sandwich.
What's on Bart's wall right under the tuna?
Yeah,
That's a Stoner 63 as far as you know.
It is.
they're all different variants though. Every one of us got one that's I think me and Fluffy's is the same.
I think theirs is pretty close, yeah.
I believe it is. Him and Fluffy bought them at the same time, right after Pest bought his. Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Ha ha.
It's a monkey see, monkey do thing.
But I don't think Omni bought that arm pistol I sent him the other day. Join the club. It was only $1,700. What a bargain.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that the one I bought for $9?
Yeah.
Yours came with extra parts though.
I'm gonna have to either fix or make a new tube for it. It's a straight tube though. Should be pretty simple.
Yeah. Yours was by far the cheapest, but it was the
winning.
Yeah. The most bubba, if you can even bubba a gun, that was a bubba to begin with.
Well, Pest has bought the cheapest Cadillac I've ever seen. So.
Yeah.
Damn straight, it's right here in a box.
Did you almost buy a second kit of those until they went up to like $500?
Well, I wanted to, get the average price.
Dollar cost average, yeah. Just smart thinking.
I overpaid for the first one. I figured buying a second one would make it a little less painful.
But hun,
it's more difficult to bend the parts, than I thought it would be. I imagined it would be.
I think you have to use like a hammer and stuff.
You need like a reverse Jaws of life.
Totally.
That's what it looks like. They use to fucking cut it.
Yep. Pretty much. It's been. Yep. It's pretty much exactly that. Yes, sir. It's been sheared.
Just put some JB Weld on it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, probably.
Did we figure out what the RC hardness value was for JB Weld? I don't think they ever determined that.
I don't know. Yeah. Here it is.
Watch out, there's some lady behind you. She keeps looking at you.
Yeah, she's too tall.
That is kind of crunched up, huh? Is there a bolt in there?
A little bit. All the parts are in there. They just basically took the whole gun and here
snipped it off.
I got a perfectly good Stoner 63 mag release right here. Just needs to be rescued from its prison.
You put that on the Parks Market, you'll get good money for that. $5-6.
They literally just took the rifles and stuck them in. They didn't take any parts out. They just did it.
They probably had like a big hot power hammer shears just going boo, 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 boo. They just fed the rifles through.
Yeah. It looks very much like that.
What kind of soulless person would do that?
Somebody making minimum wage.
There you go.
Thereabouts.
Probably a government employee.
Which means they're not soulless. They're just they wound up in a bin at like all these parts I think were found at a scrapyard. I don't know if they were sold to the scrapyard that way or what, but
Is your parts kits numbers matching?
I would have to do a little archaeology to figure that out.
I like that, Fluffy. That was good. That was very good.
Actually, I think if I remember right, the chunks I have overlap a bit, so no.
Oh, but there you go. Then you get your
Right. I could totally recover this.
put it back together.
Just gotta heat her up quite a bit and
Take some compressed air and it'll puff right back up.
do a little massaging.
Get one of those dent hammers things, the slide.
Actually, could you like take like a Dremel and like cut like half an inch back before the metal started to bend on the outside to free what's in the inside?
I could do the H&K trick. I could get a Stoner 63 bolt group and shove it through the parts I have to swage out the receiver again.
Little 308 shell should make it move.
That's what, like, yeah, when you're bending an H&K flat, the first thing you do is cram a bolt through it after you get it done, after you get it bent, to make sure that it's not gonna be too tight.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Bart, who's building your kit?
People.
Make sure you have your people take care of that. Very critical to the process.
Yeah.
Dude, you're on extra loud tonight again. I don't know what you're doing. Different.
I'm literally doing nothing different. The mic's in the same spot.
It's crazy.
All right, hang on. Let me switch to the headset then.
My selector lever got broken off.
Since she asked so nicely, I'll switch to the headset.
Thank you. Selector lever got broken.
Yeah,
I wonder if it had a like an S on it. Like that's the cool thing I like the most about the two of the Bushmasters I have. They have a little B on the selector lever. Kind of neat.
Oh, I don't know.
It's
On the arm pistols?
On the arm pistol and the assault rifle, it has the little B on the selector.
Well, I mean, Cadillac Gauge is technically a GM product, so that would explain the poor build quality, right?
Poor build quality.
Fuck
you.
I think it was built fine.
Triggered.
When you put it through the hammer jaws, it kind of messes it up a little bit.
A little bit. That grip is almost perfect, though. Just a little tiny chip out of the bottom.
Oh, man. A little epoxy. Fix that right up.
Easy peasy. Yeah.
Take it to Rick's Restorations.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, we had to do a little body work, put a little putty on it. It's good as new.
Is the volume better this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better.
This part was buzz cut.
Okay.
Because it's not bent, it's just cut off.
But the front of it's bent. The tube here.
Well, the barrel is Brent, so.
Did you get a barrel in the parts kit?
Oh yeah, but it's cut in chunks too. Let's see if I can find a piece of it.
Yeah, at least the chamber end is whole.
I don't know.
The trunnion and the chamber and stuff. You could make a SBR.
Shortest SBR ever.
Perfectly good front sight though.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Barrel was saw cut. Looks like, or grinder cut something.
There's a lot of
With
things you
the
can do.
bayonet.
What's that?
There's a lot of things you can do with a bandsaw.
Bandsaw is the best tool you can get for your
They're-
shop.
They're fun because not only can you cut metal, you can cut meat.
Exactly.
I think a different blade though.
If it can cut into half a cow, it'll cut a Stoner 63 up pretty easy.
Yeah. Problem is you don't want to like use the same machine for both.
Well, if you're brave enough, I mean.
Yeah.
I think there's a sequence there you need to follow.
Your saw's gonna stink.
Cow first, Stoner later.
Right.
Cow lube it up so it cuts better.
A little bit of fat in there.
Yeah.
Natural grease.
Yeah, here's the chamber. It's smeared shut.
Oh man.
What is that on there? Is it bent over on it, or is it?
Yeah, they just put it through the jaws of life, and it smeared the whole thing into one contiguous block of poo.
Ew.
Huh.
And then
That's
this
weird.
is the bolt was closed at the time, so you see the
Sorry.
Falcon channel.
Yeah.
Well, I knew that. Just there's at least $500 worth of parts here. Just need to find somebody who has a Stoner 63 that needs them.
And get them, out and take a picture of them instead of just sitting in the block saying, "Here, good luck, fucker."
Some demilling will be required. It's in there. I'm sure you can get it out.
If they got it in, you can get it out.
Easy peasy.
I say, what topics do we have? Is anybody saying?
Oh, what about the thing with the thing that got the weekend
And the
kids
guy in the
offset?
place.
The what?
Oh, the guy in the place. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
that was the thing.
The impending legislation of doom.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember the
mean-
bill number, but that covers literally every piece of sheet metal and every piece of aluminum
Yeah.
in the country. So that's got to fucking hope in.
Take
It's-
that, China.
It's going nowhere because it's
A, it's a House bill. B,
it's retarded.
it's really, really retarded because literally every piece of sheet metal that's a millimeter or so in thickness.
You almost wondered if they're riding in this dumb just so they know they don't pass. It's just like a facade of
Well,
A facade.
Facade. It's pronounced facade. But you read a lot, but you haven't heard it pronounced. Or anyway,
No, that was actually a line from a movie. The James Garner and Jack Lemmon.
I try really hard not to make fun of people who pronounce words wrong because they've seen them in print but haven't heard them pronounced before. Because at least you're reading.
You don't really have a good opportunity to whip out the old facade often.
Actually, I used the word port cashier the other day, and someone was like, "You mean the porta-john?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's totally not the same thing."
Do you have the mic in your mouth?
It's in the normal spot.
But anyway, as I've said before, the job of a politician is to appear to be trying to do something.
not actually
solve
doing
the problem.
anything besides enriching
If-
themselves.
If the problems go away, you have no reason to get campaign funds going.
Yeah, I
forward,
think that's
so.
pretty fucking accurate. Or create a problem and then solve it and take credit for solving it.
Right.
A la Ninja Loans housing crisis. Look what we did. We fixed this thing that we created through the community lending act.
Oof.
Okay, Fluff. Is that better?
It is better.
Okay, so I went into the settings and I basically cut the microphone sensitivity down by about 2/3.
Perfect.
So you got another third to go, is what you're saying.
Go to hell.
Great
Yeah.
success.
Did you hear that? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over the sound of me buying a new headset with your $120.
Oh, man, that $120 has gone a long way. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading back on
Well,
it.
if you heard the latest though, rifles are going to be shipping by Christmas.
I will take. You want to bet? I'll take the over on that.
They didn't say what year.
They did not say what year. They did say by
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yep.
So
There's your caveat.
being experienced in the ways of the HMG, I'm going to take that as next Christmas.
The silence may be a sign of them being busy.
Or
I-
it could be
I
George
don't think
Michael.
so.
It could be George Michael, and it could be Last Christmas.
I think the sound of silence is the McRib came back and Mac's been chasing it across the nation like Homer did in The Simpsons.
Oh,
15
is the
years
McRib
ago.
back? every few years I got to try a McRib to reel it.
Yeah.
Realize how
McRib.
bad they were?
No, they used to be really.
No,
good.
no. So it's like I got an uncle. Like when McRib comes back, he gets all excited. He's like, McRib is back. We got to go get McRib. And I'm like, oh Lord.
You got to jack it up with more pickles, though. In my experience, it doesn't come with enough pickles.
And I'm like, you live 5 minutes from an In-N-Out burger. Why are you having a McRib? It's so wrong.
Well, there's no Five Guys. That's why.
There is a Five Guys. It's just the burger and the fries are $37. So
Yeah, but extras are free, man. Come on.
Hacker 45 asked who was selling the Stoner 63 parts. I can't remember who, but if you do a search for, well, actually they quieted down for a while. They were pretty common. I keep a gun broker save search for Stoner 63 just in case, and usually it's a bunch of dumb reprint books and.
You know, there's been one on Sterngewehr before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. There's transferable ones. They're like fucking two MG42 type.
that
prices.
was my Benelli I was wrecking.
Montefeltro proper Benelli or a dumb one?
M4.
M3.
Are you inside a dryer?
M3 Super 90 is best Super 90. I think he's on the pooper.
No, actually, I like the M1 more than I like the M3. And I'm not in a dryer. I'm at my shitpost station as normal.
Right.
You need some.
The
acoustic
new
F
valves or
shack?
something.
the new wax station,
Oh, you know what?
Like the boys in there?
or the old wax station.
You know what it could be? It could be two mics picking up. Hang on.
It's not two mics or be feedback.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Yeah, that's
Oh.
better. Oh, that's way better. Keep
Oh,
it
yeah.
just like that.
It's perfect.
$120.
And there you go.
Wait, yeah. Now you sound like a human being.
Okay, see, I disconnected.
Oh, yeah, you're back.
Oh,
Oh, fucking hell.
wait. Is it? I'm confused.
Yeah, no kidding.
Are you wearing like one of those head things that the dog they put on the dogs so they can't bite themselves?
A cone.
The code of shame.
My name is Doug. I do not like the cone of shame.
Oh, it's not a shame. I'm very proud of it.
We owned our own cone of shame for a while. I wore it to a bar once. It was fun.
You know what? I'll reboot. Let me see if that fixes the problem.
I'll fix it for a little while.
Wait, what happened? Romanian AK plant that makes Wassers had an explosion? Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Test firing area.
I was gonna have a field day.
Some lady ran back in to get her purse, and that was the only one dead.
Bad choice there.
She didn't want people to find the dildo in the after the fire or whatever.
It's like the lady in that fire in California that went to put her makeup on, right? She ended up toasty.
Yeah.
That's not a good trade-off.
Ran back into the fire to put her makeup on?
I don't know. The guy that posted the video, he was there like, an hour before that. And he said the lady wanted to get her makeup on before she would leave. And then he went back and the people were like sitting in the car, like all burned up.
Oh,
Huh.
Yeah, pretty rough.
no bueno.
Yeah.
2 wrist cones so he can't touch other people.
What?
I read the YouTube comments. FC doesn't have a neck cone. He has 2 wrist cones so he can't touch other people.
No touchy.
Oh, fatality. Holy fucking shit. Oh, he's back. Shh, shh, shh.
Murdered by words. Does make it a little bit harder to grip the slide.
Maybe we can have him stand in another room.
All right, I have adjusted the microphone sensitivity even more. Has that helped?
Perfect.
Yeah.
That has helped.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fine.
Thank you very much.
All right, excellent.
Very considerate of you.
You sound like a proper ape standing on his hind legs.
Like a Rory Calhoun.
There you go. I work with this guy named Matt, and I think Matt might be somewhat deaf.
What?
Because he doesn't appear to have an inside voice.
Mm.
Like I'm not even kidding. Like not even a little bit. Like this fucking guy's loud.
You remember, like, is he loud as me?
Oh, he's loud. Like all the time.
Like louder or just as?
No, he's louder.
Wow.
He's very loud. And it's like, dude, I'm standing like a foot away from you. I can hear you pretty good. I don't think you need to talk that loud.
You remember the comic strip Dilbert with the character Loud Howard?
No. I remember Dilbert. I don't remember Loud Howard.
I vaguely do.
Does
His
your company have
mouth
an
was
audio?
open all the time?
Does your company have an audiologist?
No, but I was thinking about doing one of those cell phone hearing test things on him because I really do believe he has some hearing loss.
But you have to actually like make everybody do it.
Yeah, it's like an OSHA requirement.
You don't want to embarrass.
We're a
them.
small company. No, I can do it.
You know what, Fluff? I have an idea.
I thought it would be a good idea to have the entire company take a hearing test.
Let's start with you, Matt.
Yeah, no. Don't have them do a hearing test. The first thing you do before the hearing test is you send him over to an ENT and have him scope his ears, because I think I told you guys this story, but one day I woke up after what?
You might have one of those Star Trek Wrath of Khan ear things in it.
Yeah, no, I was shooting 5-stand one night, and like the next morning I woke up and I couldn't hear anything out of my right ear, and I'm like, oh shit, there's something wrong. So I called an ENT doc and I said, hey, can you look at this? And they're like, yeah, just come on down, we'll take a look. And like apparently after like half a decade of shooting 5-stand every Wednesday night, all the accumulated gunk from shoving an earplug into your ear just rolled together and blocked everything. So the doc cleaned everything out, and I get in my car, start up my car, start driving home. I'm like, why the hell's the radio so loud? So it could be he's just got some debris in there. Nobody knows.
Seriously,
I must be the only person.
Guys are full of shit.
He's from Florida, so
I must be the only person who actually makes a loop of wire to drag random crap out of their own ears.
You're not the only person.
Not a
You do
loop
that
of
Shrek thing
wire.
where you make the candle.
Oh, the candle is such bullshit. My parents do that stuff, and it's such a sham.
Yeah,
Don't believe the candle at all. There's
yeah.
not enough vacuum power from the heat coming up of the candle to make all that shit.
No, I'm
All
talking
it
about
is-
making a candle out of the wax you pull out of your ear.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Let me tell you.
Just feed it to
Are
your
you
dog like a civilized
Shrek?
human being, for fuck's sake.
Let me tell you,
Fucking
Fluff.
Shrek.
Like the doc, like he was like, you want to see what came out of there? I'm like, kinda. And he showed me. I'm like, oh my holy Lord! Like it was like literally, it was like a black baby Jesus came out of my ear canal.
So back when MASH was a thing, the guy from MASH, what's his name?
Jamie Farr,
Nah, the other guy.
Alan Alda.
Yeah, that guy did a PSA for Q-tip about how you're not supposed to stick a Q-tip in your ear. Well, you're just supposed to gently clean the outside. like, come on, for fuck's sake, are you kidding?
I mean, that's what it says on the box.
Yeah, it's like those keys that say "Do not duplicate." It's like challenge
Right.
accepted.
Yeah. However,
Everybody does because that's how you fucking use them.
that's how you get the fucking water out of here after a fucking shower. If you're a civilized human being, I mean, come on.
Or you pour some alcohol in there because that'll absorb the water and then it'll all evaporate faster.
Swimmers
Hashtag
eardrums.
chemistry.
I actually bought my kid. My kid swims for school, and I bought him this thing that like vibrates your ear, and never had any problems. So I don't know if it works or it just doesn't.
So it's like this long and about that.
No. It's like a little. It's just a little doohickey.
You were talking about the
Thanks for
man's style.
sexualizing my child, Bart. I appreciate that.
Look, we all remember adolescence, okay? It will be repeated, all right?
Hey, I don't know what he does with it when I'm not looking. But it's a swim thing.
Sure it is. Now you're second guessing yourself.
If it still gets put in the ear, it's probably a safe assumption that it's not going somewhere else.
I think it's a show about guns, huh? Woo.
Hey!
The gun show loophole.
Yeah, shit.
Gotta close that up. Gotta close up that gun show loophole, whatever that is.
Or that boyfriend loophole that the politicians are talking about.
Yeah.
The what?
I missed that one.
I learned all my political shit here.
Did they talk about the dummy loophole?
Nope.
People ask to get stuff notarized after selling firearms.
Oh my God. Like, I absolutely.
If I was buying a used gun from somebody and they dragged me over to a notary, I'd be like, well, they wouldn't actually successfully drag me to a fucking notary.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the absurdity of it. It's like you are documenting a sale that didn't need documentation. And not only that, you are concerned about the legality of your document. So it's like you're concerned your document won't hold up in court for a law, to protect you from a law that doesn't exist. It's so absurd.
I mean, I can't believe you didn't think of doing a video affidavit or something.
What you really need to do is you need to do like the notary logbook with the ink thumbprint, and then you get the little urine sample, and then you just swab it.
I need you to pee a little bit right on this spot on the page. Do not.
That would go over well.
Yeah,
a little bit. Just like lower it into the stream.
Yeah,
very gently and very precisely, please. We don't want the urine samples to coincide with each other.
merrily, gently down the stream. Yeah, we get it. And don't forget, you also need the little cotton DNA swab and
You definitely need a cheek swab. Yeah,
the shoe size. You gotta get the little doohickey from the mall.
I wonder if he has like a thing on the side of his car that has like 5 feet, 5 feet 2, 5 feet 4. He's like, hey, can you stand here while I take a picture of you?
On this little plate, I just connect my laptop just in case.
Yeah, and then you turn and you do the profile picture.
Yeah, right. I've sold you a gun. You're now a dangerous person.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are just that paranoid, though.
But don't fucking sell a gun to a private transaction. Sell it to a fucking gun store.
Put it in a fucking shredder or something.
And you know what that gun store is going to do? They're going to, if it's choice merchandise, whoever's working the counter is just going to say, hey, take $350 out of my paycheck. I'm keeping this.
Yeah. That's how that works. I mean, it is how it works.
Yep. Or nowadays, it's like, let me send this to all my gun buddies I know that love this shit, so they can buy it before it even hits the floor. Right? I know all these.
Somebody's selling guns. Holy shit!
I know these degenerates that'll just snap this shit up.
Well, that's how you get the good machine guns for sure.
Oh yeah,
knowing somebody.
being nice to people.
Hey, the last machine gun that came in my door, literally, guys like, hey, you know anything about these? And I'm like, yeah, I own like a bunch of them. He's like, can you think you can find a buyer for this? I'm like, sure, just leave it here and give me about an hour. And called a couple customers that I knew, like, and like one of them called back. He's like, yeah, I want to see it. Okay, looked at it. He's like, all right, here's your check. So I was like, okay, that was an easy hour. Yeah, made myself about $350, so it worked out.
Nice. $350, not bad.
$350.
It's about as much as I'd offer for like a used SIG pistol with 5 magazines.
Yeah, that's about the going right. Speaking of discounts, 98 Bravos got cheap. I was very surprised with that.
They must be. Are they discontinued?
They're discontinued, but I mean, they're still great rifles.
But nobody wants them. Nobody wants a fucking single shot 50 cal unless you're cheap or poor.
No, Bart. 98 Bravo is not in 50.
338.
338, 308, 6.5. I think they make one 243.
Lapdog.
And anybody wants them even less because you have the same price or even more for 338 than you have for 50.
And it's not a 50.
Yeah.
The 99's a bolt action single shot, I believe, right?
That's correct.
But the Baby Eagle, though.
That's not 338 Loco.
No, I know, but it's a
Baby.
We made a CZ75, but we put our name on it, so you should buy it now because.
Oh, the Jericho.
Yeah. Hey, Pest. You like dogs? You should buy it because it's a beagle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, beagle. I went with the beagle, guys. Well, you're so lame.
Beagles are pretty cool dogs.
If you like howling and shit.
Yeah, I like that.
My neighbor has a beagle, gets out all the time because their fence sucks and it's a pain in the ass. I always have to help chase it down.
We had a blue tick beagle, and that fucking thing, like, they can't help themselves. Like, that nose works too good. Like, any food that they can get a hold of, man. This fucking dog, we put brand new cabinets in our kitchen, and we had one of those cabinets where you put the garbage in the thing and it's all fancy and hidden and everything.
Yeah.
He fucking tore that door up getting into that garbage can.
Ouch.
Another time he got into, we bought like at Sam's Club, we bought like a 24 pack of Swiss Miss hot cocoa.
Yeah.
He fucking got into that thing.
Oh no.
8 packages and hot cocoa and all. Like, it's ate it all. To the point that he actually had a fucking seizure.
Yeah, that chocolate's not good for dogs. Yeah.
No.
Holy shit.
Oh,
don't leave a fucking Snickers bar in your McLaren.
No, exactly.
Get out of it.
Yeah, there's fucking chocolate everywhere. Son of a bitch. Bad enough he gets dog hair all over the place. Yeah. Blue tick beagle. You'd play with him.
The dogs that talk are actually really fun. My favorite current foster dog is Dolores. She's a Belgian Shepherd, which is a short-haired Brindle Shepherd, which is fucking toy.
Oh, that's interesting.
But she's super enthusiastic and wagging her entire fucking ass. Yeah, that's awesome. Talkative dogs are great. I've gotten Otto to howl a couple times. I had to talk him into it, like help me. He's like,
my mom's dog. I told you the story a long time ago. My mom's dog, right? We've had it for a couple of years now, and it was like not trained at all, and it doesn't know how to play well. It plays a little bit, but not so much, Yeah. And so the other day I came home from work, and I saw him, and I'm like, come up to him, I'm like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. He's looking at me, and I started fucking with him, And then I started messing with the other dog, and he lost his shit. He was like, "I want you to fuck with me." That was the first time he ever did that. It was pretty funny.
You should try panting.
Panting?
Yeah, like if you emulate a little, there's a playful pant and a like I'm a hot pant, but if you can emulate the playful pant, they'll actually like pick up on it that you're fucking with them and like playing along.
Well, sneezing too. I don't know if you ever noticed that when dogs
Uh-uh.
play, they tend to sneeze. They tend.
Really?
It's a sign that they're playing. Yeah.
Huh.
My dog only sneezes when I put him on his back, and he doesn't like that.
Is he unable to right himself? Is that?
I'm holding him between my legs. I like comb his belly hair.
Oh, nice.
The rat.
I saw a Reddit post the other day where somebody made like a whole dog out of their dog that they combed.
God.
Fucking hair like piled up in the shape of the dog. It was hilarious.
What, like full size?
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah.
Short-haired dogs are for the win.
Yeah. Their hair's a pokey though, you know. Sometimes you get that one that pokes you. You're like, all right, what's that?
My first wife was a Supercuts employee, and she used to come home with hairs embedded into her feet, like half an inch or whatever, and
I bet.
pull them out. Like, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
That is very strange, but okay.
Yeah, no, that's a thing.
Oh man.
Because you lop them off, and they're basically little syringes, and
You should have made her like tape slippers to wear, you know.
Yeah. You have other people's DNA injecting itself into your fucking legs constantly.
Other species.
The ones that fall out aren't as pointy.
I like Great Clips. They have the web app. I don't have to wait in line. Fucking love it. I'll drive there like 10 minutes early and just sit in my car so I can do like the walk-in.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey.
like, oh, are you this guy? Yeah, I am.
Do I look like somebody else?
Oh shit.
We are crushing the whole guns thing right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got guns. what gun stuff? What stuff were we talking about before we started the show? That's the question, because that's all the good stuff.
Well, Ruger came out with something new, right?
The stupid expensive fucking HK parts kits from Brownells.
The 416 parts kits,
Yeah. So here's the thing. The Brownell says H&K 416 parts kits, missing the barrel, the bolt, and the
the lower.
No, nothing important. I mean,
for $3,000 for a 416 parts kit, and it's missing all that stuff. And they offer, of course, for sale the other parts. I didn't look at what they cost, but
do they though?
Yeah, because they're having a guy disassemble them in England to be shipped here as parts kits.
That's why the bolt's missing.
Yeah.
So they and then so they sell the other parts, and they have a lower that's pretty convincing and stuff, and it's nice and all that. But the fucking MR556 is $2,500 or 26, or gun broker depending or whatever. I don't know if anybody's selling them new anymore, but makes no sense because all the parts you'd want to be original are not, and the rest of the parts are kind of I don't know. It's a different gun, and all the parts are different, but
I mean, it just seems like a lopsided value proposition to me, and I think you guys would agree.
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, your MR556 is not going to be marked 416, but your lower.
But neither is this.
Your lower is, but it's not an H&K lower. It's a Brownell's lower, right? And
right.
Yeah, and like there's a lot of differences on the rifle. Like the takedown pins are different. You have to actually insert a tool into the takedown pin to get the takedown pin to come loose to come out, and stuff like that. But and the grip's different, the stock's different, and the height of the rail is taller than a standard AR. But like so, all the other parts are valuable because they're different than regular AR parts, but
they're not valuable. They're only valuable because they're HK.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's yeah, from a collector standpoint, of course.
Can you imagine some like guy in 1905 like going, or like 1910 going, hey, you see those new Remington Model 8 parts kits that are out there? Like, you've been like, fuck that. I want to fucking buy a rifle, you know? Like, it's just crazy what we've come to.
Well, yeah, but if that was back then, you could, if you saw a fantastic foreign firearm that you really wanted, you could,
like mail them a letter and they'd send it to you.
yeah. Dear sir, I would like to purchase one of your fine blah, 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 and I would like these changes, and it blah, 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 and they're happy to do that for an extra $12. Please have it. Please ship it to me directly.
$12 back then was like 4 months of wages, though.
And then you go pick up your Maxim at the rail yard when the train shows up, and then you're done.
Yeah, the old 310 to Yuma, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine probably getting the types of ammo you'd need for a machine gun back in those days? Because I just don't think the supply chain is there.
I think
I mean, if the supply chain got you everything else, it got you food, it got you, you know.
Yeah, you put in your order in the fall and you get it by spring.
Yeah.
That's how that shit works.
It's not an Amazon click and, ding dong the next 5 minutes. Right?
Yeah.
It literally has to come off the back of the wagon, right?
Well, the general store is not going to stock it in the first place because they're really you need 6.5 Swede. Okay, well, we don't really carry that because it's not Sweden, and speculative stocking is great for bread or rice or beans or whatever. But
bottle's going down fast.
I saw you drink that straight or what?
No. I can't do straight. Not manly enough.
What are you
smart enough?
I'm mixing it with diet ginger ale in respect for my blood sugars.
What are you mixing?
Nice.
What? Maker's 46.
Makers? Oh man.
Which we were trying to figure out what the 46 stands for.
It's just slang for "by me."
Yeah.
Because I have a number on me that makes no sense.
Like 151?
No,
well,
that
151 is actually
That's
the proof. Yeah.
I was making a joke, but like I have friends that they love Makers 46 just on ice, single cube, and I've done it, but it's just like I'm regular makes.
Who drinks a mid-tier whiskey on a single cube of ice?
Me.
Poor people.
I was in Boston and I had Eagle Rare, and I was telling a friend of mine, he's like, yeah, I'm at where the hell was I in Boston? I was at Harvard Square. I was at Russell House Tavern, and I was like, yeah, I'm having Eagle Rare with a single cube, and my buddy Brian, he's like, you ruined Eagle Rare with your icy cock of dilution. And I was like, I didn't think I ruined it. It was a delightful beverage.
Brian's a little pretentious, isn't he?
A little bit. Well, he's from Philly, so he can't be that pretentious.
Classic Brian. HK lowers are worse than standard AR because they don't even take PMags. Yeah, but they take EMags, and I think the newer PMags fit too. Haven't looked, but if you have an H&K, you got to have at least 97 H&K Navy steel mags. Otherwise, you're not even fucking an H&K person.
That's technically accurate.
Well, Leo marked 9 Navy steel mags.
Well, hopefully you got the ones.
All the cool kids have the Leo marked stuff.
There's another question there about the new Kimber gun. Did you guys see that post or not?
Junk.
Yeah.
Kimber.
I watched the TGC news because I'm fascinated by the bearded toddler eating invisible cake. Yeah, I don't know. I actually didn't pay close attention though because I was reading the internet or something at the time.
Until proven otherwise.
It's a striker fired metal frame.
Oh yeah. Me too. And 1 ounce heavier.
Such innovation.
Yeah, and it's Kimber quality, so it's probably gonna suck, and they want like $900 for the fucking thing.
Although you can get it with like tattooed shit on it. So.
Turns out I did pay attention. Yeah.
Sig will do that for like half the price, though.
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
But,
And you can get something other than a 1911.
That's weird.
but to be fair though, they do have aluminum where perfectly good plastic will do just fine. So
Yeah,
speaking of that,
their plastic rusts, doesn't
Early delamination.
I actually remember back in the day, Kimber was actually a good company.
Yeah, they actually made some decent
The
rifles.
really early Kimber stuff, and yeah, they bubbled a bunch of Swedish Mausers, but they did a really good job of it. Back in the
Did they
day.
still make a rifle like an 84 or something?
Yeah, they do. But
Yeah.
I don't think they're. It's like a spin-off company. I don't think they're the same in the same building or whatever.
So my loud speaking coworker was looking. He wanted to get a rifle, so he wants to buy a 700 Remington sniper rifle. Apparently. Whatever that means.
But hey,
it was like, dude,
any
just
rifle,
go fucking buy a Tika.
any rifle is a sniper rifle if you call it that.
Yeah, I was like, just go buy a Tika. He's like, what's wrong with Remington? I'm like, yeah,
Everything.
Nowadays,
they fucking
yeah.
rust. They rust, buddy. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
mean,
get your shiny new rifle, it's going to be all rusty.
Get an old
here's
one.
the thing. Here's the thing, though. If he bought like an old 700 that somebody actually did up right, HS Precision stock, vetted it properly, hold bit, Badger Ordnance, everything.
Well, he's got a Remington Model 7. I'm like, dude, that, any rifle is a sniper rifle if you try hard enough, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean,
dude, a sniper is a person. That's what you say.
But the thing about it is, it's just like, again, we just talked about lopsided value prop.
Well, and then he's like, well, a Tika's kind of expensive. I'm like, well, then buy a Ruger precision rifle. You know what? The Ruger's not that much cheaper.
Yeah.
No, the Ruger is not cheaper than a fucking.
It's like
go buy
a couple $100 cheaper. That's it.
No, you can go buy a Tika for $600.
Well, the Tika TAC 3X TAC 1.
Oh, that's probably like $800.
No, we're comparing Ruger precision rifle to Tika's precision rifle.
Yeah.
But the Ruger's got more plastic on it. Tika's more metal. So.
Does the Ruger come with a half or sub MOA guarantee or not?
I don't think so. Not like a Savage.
Tikas do.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, well, then we started talking about glass, and he's like, "Well, how much should I spend on glass?" And I'm like, "Well,
that's the rifle.
I mean, how much do you want? How much do you want to? How far do you want to shoot? Like, how good are your eyes? I mean, I spent $3,000 on glass. I mean, maybe you don't need to spend that much. Maybe you buy Vortex. Vortex is nice. But you're still going to spend.
Gotta have that Christmas tree.
Gotta have the Horus.
I ain't dialing nothing. Dialing's for suckers.
Yeah, there's definitely a Christmas tree on the PM2.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's got a lot of shit going on.
Like you see the thing, and there's like all this fucking like shrubbery just coming down from the
and you get the little extra thing up in the corner. I don't know if that's for rangefinder, I think. I'm not sure. And then I had to explain about first focal plane versus second focal plane. I hardly get any work done. You know what I mean? It's like I'm at work.
So it's like so you're at work but not at work.
Yeah. I can talk about guns for 20 minutes.
You know what, Fluff? I think that one day I'm going to take you up on that offer and fly you down here and have you work a gun show with me for a weekend just to see how bad it really is. And I won't even shit post about it. I will let you do all the shit posting.
I think that would be fantastic, actually, and I would do that absolutely. I think that would be not during the holiday season, but outside the holiday season.
No.
That would be a good time, man.
A Louisiana gun show would be spectacular.
Yeah, I would do that. I'll even pay the flight, man. So just hang
The
out.
holiday
With
season is when you need to do it. That's when people are the dumbest.
No, do it right around tax return season.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, all right, we can work something out.
I think that would be fantastic, actually. I did a good write up on Rock Island. I think I'd do it justice.
I mean, it would be epic amounts of sarcasm and ridiculousness. So I think
Plus,
you're right.
I give you a foil. You know what I mean? Like we could play off each other, like
Lord.
thing. You know what I mean?
Lord. Oh God.
And
You're
you're right.
like a good cop, gay cop.
I did that to a guy that works for me. So one of the guys that works for me, every Friday I take him out to lunch and we do a nice lunch. And the one guy wasn't there the one day, so it's just me and the one guy. We go out to lunch and we get the food and everything. We pay for we're getting ready to pay for the food, and the lady comes up and she goes, "Are you guys together?" And I just pat him on the back. I go, 20 years, son. The best 20 years of my life. And he just totally went along with it. It was awesome.
You got to be careful with that. That'll get the company sued. We're
a small company. We don't do stuff like that.
Yeah. That's the worst part. That's how you get sued. It's like, you're a small company. You should have known better. Me and Leghorn, we went to dinner at the Olive Garden because he wanted Olive Garden. And
unlimited breadsticks.
Yeah, and
it's where cheap fat guys go, right?
Yeah. So we went to the Olive Garden, and like the waitress there legitimately thought we were two guys dating.
Oh, I can totally see that. Yeah.
If we would have stopped kissing each other, she probably would have.
Yeah, if you keep the PDAs down.
Those under the table hand jobs aren't so hidden if there's no tablecloth.
Hey, that's just chicken gnocchi soup. It's not what you think it is.
Wait, what? They don't make the gnocchi out of chicken?
No, never mind, pest.
I'm confused.
What?
He said chicken gnocchi.
Did I use 2 forks to make them? Because
you have to use 2 forks to make them, and you probably can't make them out of chicken because chicken's not squishy enough.
Well, they got regular gnocchi, and they got the shredded chicken in with it, and it's in a creamy soup, and the soup is white. So the
if it's mechanically separated, you might.
I see. You had a little dripping down your chin, and
it's kind of a chicken pate.
When you have to explain the joke, it's no longer funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the explanation can help a little bit if no one gets it.
You're a man that's seen some food. I figured you knew what the soup looked like.
I am also a man who hasn't been to Olive Garden in at least 10 years.
Shame on you.
I know.
Where are you going to get your Italian margaritas?
My what?
Italian margaritas, man.
I believe that Bart is drinking an Italian margarita right now.
Yes.
If that has vodka in it.
It does not. This says Busch Light and
V8. Close enough.
It's a Busch Light and V8. That is a brave choice, sir.
It's an Italian.
Do you put pepper in there, or just
it's a virgin Italian margarita?
Nope.
Just
some V8 in my beer.
No Frank sauce.
No, I've tried that before. I don't like taking shits in the morning when my butthole burns.
Yeah, I refuse to eat something that burns twice.
I had Thai hot pad Thai for lunch today, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, I will freely admit this. I hit the Olive Garden early today, and I'm pretty sure my toilet needs therapy because I've hit that thing like 3 times already.
Did you get the sewer pipes? I love the sewer pipes.
Actually, I did.
Nice.
What?
Rigatoni.
No, not rigatoni. Manicotti filled with meat. Sewer pipes.
Oh.
It's pronounced manigot.
Rigatoni, your sewer pipe's not working very well because it's all chopped up into pieces.
Hey, lots of things on me aren't working very well. You of all people.
How a 1500
Yeah, I've been eating salads. I'm trying to lose weight or something.
Oh my God, salads! Salads are the
dressing.
Salads are the worst. It's literally rabbit food.
I kind of like the salads. I like arugula. I don't know if you ever had arugula. It's like
arugula is funny because arugula is bitter, and if you don't like bitter things, it like you will spit it out and scrape your tongue.
I love arugula. I like mixing it in with the salad.
You like grapefruit too, though, so you can't.
Well, no, Fluff, because you like drinking old fashioned, so it's a little bitter. So you're used to the bitterness.
Exactly.
He likes grapefruit. So.
Grapefruit's fucking awesome.
Grapefruit is delicious. Hold on.
Good grapefruit. Little salt on top. Oh
no, doesn't need any salt. Just rip it open and just like tear into it like Hillary into
the
a
juice is like streaming down your face onto your chest. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Actually, the vision there is. but really, the taste is like. Yeah.
I like the sour shit too. I don't want any of that.
I do appreciate people who are not afraid of a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what she said.
Right. Why would? Oh.
and I love how Jessica made that joke. Mrs. Pest came into frame.
Hint.
Hey babe, how you doing?
I ate some pineapple today. Just want to let you know.
and asparagus.
Oh no, asparagus. No. Wave it off.
I don't know if
you ever find out what happened to guys. Did we ever find out what happened to the air traffic controller in Vegas? Did they
fired.
No. But was it a medical thing? Was it a stroke or something?
We don't know. But, well, I mean, even if it was, they can't disclose that due to HIPAA. But they were fired.
Well, they wouldn't fire him for.
Why would you get fired for having a stroke?
That's the thing. I don't think it's a stroke anymore.
I think she was drunk. Oh shit.
Yeah. Because I mean, if it's legitimately a medical issue, then actually that raises an interesting question. If you're a controller having a stroke or having a seizure or something, that could make you no longer eligible for employment. So
no, I understand that, but
no, because
you would get unemployment. You would go on disability. You'd get unemployment, right?
Yeah, but you'd still be considered no longer with the agency.
Yeah, but you'd be making 120 grand for doing nothing.
Yeah, but they still get to say so-and-so doesn't work here anymore.
We live in a time where a private company can launch a fucking satellite into space and have the first stage land on the pad next to where it took off 8 minutes after it took off. But we still have people telling planes when they can land.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I will be right back.
And I've looked in the sky at night around here and I can see 20 planes lined up, spaced perfectly distant from each other, waiting to come in on the same flight path like all the time. And
those planes are on autopilot.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, like they plan everything out to a T, and they still have to have some stressed out. I used to fix computers for a living, and I fixed a computer for a guy who, all the time. His name was John Kennedy, actually, but not that one. But he was an air traffic controller. He made fucking great money, but we talked a little bit about his job, and it was like, fuck that crap.
Yeah, they kill themselves pretty regularly.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I actually thought about I talked to my son about it because at last year they actually had a big push to get new air traffic controllers, and all you have to do is go through the training, which is a fucking year long.
Yep.
But if you're reasonably intelligent and you pay attention, you go through the training, you get a great fucking job with a great starting salary.
You have to
and you can sit alone in a tower at night at 2 a.m, fucking landing planes.
You're not alone.
Not anymore. You're not alone now.
Oh, okay.
After the Vegas thing, they said you have to have 2 people at all times.
I would love to be an air traffic controller, except I aged out and I couldn't take the test anymore. But it's a fun job.
How did you age out?
Does not sound like a fun job.
Yeah, you have to be like before the age of like 30 before you test.
Because they put a lot of money into you, man. They put literally thousands of dollars of training into you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like my son, I think he has the disposition. He could do that. Like he's pretty even keeled. He could probably handle that. But
now he is.
Yeah, no, like my hero is Kennedy Steve. I mean, that guy worked Kennedy ground like a boss.
Oh yeah. He's famous.
Yeah, he retired now. He aged out. He I think FAA mandatory retirement at 55 or something.
But even with as fucked up as that was for almost 30 minutes in Las Vegas, those pilots, they really, kind of very professional, did their job.
Yeah.
They pretty much showed that the ATC isn't almost needed.
The good thing about all the planes now is
they are absolutely worth the $25K they're making.
Yeah. No, all the pilots they've got TCAS now. So as long as the weather's good and they can see out the window and the computer knows, hey, you are 7.5 miles apart from this other plane, they can all work together if they see a situation like that. So yeah, I mean at a certain point you just take matters in your own hands.
Yep.
By that you mean let the landing computer do the thing.
Yeah.
Even though the tower guy didn't say go ahead.
Well, I mean that's great for landing, but on the ground, there was a lot of people on the ground during that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You got to keep out of each other's way and not cross in front of each other on runways and stuff. So
it's like, how does traffic work when the power goes out and the traffic light goes out? Everyone just has to act extra careful.
Yeah, but they don't even have traffic lights. They just have a guy in the tower, like the cops in the corner. They used to have cops. They used to have cops in the corner wearing fucking fancy uniforms and white gloves, telling people when they could fucking turn or not. Like traffic. They did before traffic lights. They did.
Yeah. Absolutely. And they were probably really good at it and probably kept the traffic flowing much better than today when there's a disruption.
Yeah, we're like, hold on. There's
an
old lady fucking crossing the road, and she had her hip replaced. Well, she didn't have her hip replaced back then, but she hasn't had it. There's no hip replacement available, so we gotta wait for her. And
now I drive into work. It's fucking an hour and 15 minutes at the minimum. They've introduced a new obstacle in my way. They've shut down part of a road, so get to go through that every morning, which is lovely.
We bought a second house to save my wife like 40 minutes of driving.
Dude, it's fucking worth it. I endure.
No, driving sucks. I hate it.
Although I did find that if I go through it during rush hour, I can catch up on my Reddit reading, which is nice. Because you're sitting there waiting, so you might as well fucking read the Reddit thing. I mean, why not?
Yeah. That's true.
That's why you need a Tesla, and then you just be on your screen on there. Whatever.
I know. The fucking...
Yeah, you just jam an orange or a grapefruit.
The McLaren doesn't really do it, yeah.
Yeah,
McLaren. You have to drive it, right?
Yeah.
Those threes are tearing it up, man. They introduced a new race mode for the Tesla threes. They're kicking ass.
Huh.
Here's my thing about the three.
They're stopping Mustang GTs and shit at the drag show.
Yeah, I don't doubt it because
all the torques on the low end. Yeah.
No, it's not in the low end. It's instantaneous because it's an electric motor.
0 RPM full torque.
Yeah. But the what was it saying?
There's no low end. It's just like as soon as you turn it on, it's like you have full power instantly. Electric cars have always been fucking smoking gas cars and any kind of.
Harley's doing an electric motorcycle. Harley
the three's a great car for like 35, 40 grand, but like once you put options into them, it's like Jesus fuck, like $65,000. At that point, just like buy a 3-year-old Model S.
No, that's just what the cars cost anymore. I mean, if you're buying like a $3,000 car, I hate to say it, but it's probably
it's a lower end car.
Yeah, a lower end car that's probably maxed out in all the options.
I mean, 20 grand is like pretty much entry level now, right?
Yeah, and I think it's just I'm just floored at how expensive everything's fucking gotten.
No, trust me, dude. We paid $52 for a fucking Explorer. It kills me.
Things don't go up, money goes down. That's how that works.
Yeah, my Armada was 65, and hell, that was 5 years ago.
Shit.
Oof.
I saw the best sticker I've ever seen on a car today. The guy was driving a Prius, and the sticker said "Cool Prius," and then underneath it said "Dash Nobody."
Actually, Fluff, I have an exception to that rule.
All right.
I have a buddy of mine in, ironically, Austin, Texas. Weird, the weird capital of the United States.
Sure.
Yep.
Keep Austin
He bought a used Prius, rebuilt all the batteries by himself, so batteries are working again. And he also owns a vinyl cutting company. So he had Ford GT40 decals on his Prius. So like literally, you're driving around in Austin, Texas, and you see this Prius that's got a GT40,
the little white stripes on it. Yeah.
And he fucking loves that car now. But yeah, it's like absolutely absurd. It's like, dude, only you would fucking have the idea of just putting Gulf Oil and Martini logos on a fucking Prius.
My dad was building a Lotus 7, right? So my dad built a Factory 5 Cobra. And he put that on the road. He finished that. So then he wanted a bigger challenge. So he built a Lotus 7 from scratch. Like he bought a fucking bundle of pipe, cut it up, welded it into a frame, like from scratch, right?
Right.
He bought some of the body, most of the Lotus 7 body stuff is flat sheet metal, but he did buy some fenders and some stuff. But I kept trying to talk him into it. I'm like, dude, make this an electric car. This will be badass.
Right.
But he kept it traditional. He went gas. So I tried to talk him into making another one electric.
I have a buddy who got, I guess it was a Model S back in the day with insane mode or whatever.
Yeah.
Ludicrous mode.
Yeah. So I had never. He offered to let me drive it. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm not gonna wrap this fucking thing around a tree and be on the hook for it. But we went outside his house and we seriously got from 0 to 90 miles an hour and back down to 0 in like 500 feet. It was ridiculous and silent. Like those cars have so much fucking power.
Yep. By the way, Fluff, I put a link in chat for you.
Electric is awesome.
I'll take a look at that.
But it needs a speaker or something to go super loud.
What it needs is a siren.
So dinosaurs should be anyway.
One of the guys that worked with me is a sales guy. I was down in Tucson, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I was at a event that we were at, and the sales guy lived in Southern California. And he drove out in his 1911 GT3, and so we get to the event.
911, not 1911. You can't drive a 1911, but you
can. 1911, 911, whatever.
It was in 45 ARP.
Anyway, yeah. It was badass. So we get to this event, right? And he's like, hey, I brought my GT3 out. I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. He's like, you want to take it for a drive? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right. Throws me the keys. He's like, all right, just come back, bring it back tonight. I'm like, all right. I got to fucking drive the 911 GT3. It's fucking badass.
Okay, so this is actually a true story. This was after you got your McLaren, Fluffy.
After the McLaren, yeah.
Yeah. No, I was telling a really good customer of mine. I was like, yeah, my buddy Fluff, he just got a McLaren. He's like, oh, which one? And I'm like, I don't remember it. It was one of those 3-digit models. And he pulls out his phone and he's like, take a look at mine. And I'm like, oh, hey, that's pretty sweet. He's like, yeah, it's a special edition, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I got it out front. You can drive it if you want. I'm like, nope, I'm good. Thanks.
Oh,
but no,
you have to always say yes to that question.
No.
Yeah, you have to say yes.
If somebody gave me a Porsche and said drive it, I'd be like, whoa, A, you're a foot shorter than me, so what the fuck? And I'm fat, and no, it ain't. You can't even wedge yourself. I can't even wedge myself into the passenger seat of a Mustang.
I told you, when I went out to Omaha for the first time, I went into the airport, budget rent a car. I went to Enterprise Rent a Car because that's what our company used. And I walked out to where the rental cars were, and Budget had a Lotus Elise. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, no, an Elise. Yeah, that's
Lotus Elise.
Yep.
And I was like, "You have those?" And they said, "Yeah." And I'm like, "How much are those?" And they're like, "I don't know, some expensive thing."
About $350.
It's like $10 extra. And
so I handed the keys to my coworker. I'm like, "Look, I'm going back, right?" So I went to the Budget thing. I'm like, "I want that Elise, right?" It took me. If you would have videotaped me, I think it would have taken me 3 minutes to get into that car. Right?
They are tiny.
They
will
are
fit in the back of
and
fucking
you reach over for the seatbelt, and it's lower than your fucking arm will go.
Yeah. The fucking sill is like this wide, right? So you got to get over that, get into the thing. I fucking drove that car like I stole it, right? That was the best time I ever had. I took one of my employees. I'm like, look. The guy I worked for, actually, I put him in the car. I'm like, hey, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to drive in a circle and see how fast we can go in a circle before we either get sick or decide that we're going to stop doing this, right? We just fucking drove in a circle 60 miles an hour in this parking lot. It was such a great time. But if you would have taken a video of me getting into and out of this car, it would have been fucking hilarious, right?
Instead of fat guy in a little coat, fat guy in a little coat.
It was the best.
You definitely got to flog the rental for sure.
And I don't know, it was like $1,000, right, for 3 days or something. I didn't fucking care. It was great. We drove that car everywhere. We went out to lunch. And I ended up not getting out to go to lunch because I was like, you know what, it's just too much work to get in and out of the car. I'm just going to drive it around.
Drive through. Fucking Subway ain't even got a drive through. Fuck you. We're going to fucking Wendy's.
We're going to Superburger, baby.
I used to have a friend out here. He moved back east, so we don't hang out much anymore. But we used to go to the bike races out in Monterey every year.
Oh, nice.
Races. And we all had shit boxes, so we would just fucking rent a car and drive out to California and shit. And most of the shit box rental cars top out at 118. There's a governor involved, but yeah, I averaged 95 miles an hour back from LA to here.
Nice.
That's with 2 gas stops.
Dude, that fucking ride from Vegas down to your place, holy shit, that's a great road. I rode a bike out that way.
It's a sketchy fucking road.
I met Polio at not too far from Wikipedia.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah,
nothing. Yeah, Wikipedia.
Yeah.
You know what?
Here in Wikipedia, Arizona, where the big Sandy machine gun shoot happened. Yeah.
Hunter S. Thompson would really like that drive because you could do all the speeding and drugs that you wanted, and no one would care.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I'm driving the fucking 30-foot RV I rented up two big Sandys ago, and I'm driving along, and suddenly a fucking SUV passes me going the opposite direction in the shoulder on my side of the fucking road because he was fucking trying to pull off a fucking pass on that shitbox 2-lane road.
Yeah, that road's pretty.
And he had a smile on his face. I'm like, you are about to die, and you're smiling. What the fuck is wrong with you, you idiot?
Dude, I rented that.
Oh my god!
Dude, I rented that Dodge Ram. That thing was badass. That fucking truck would move.
I'll be right back, guys. That Olive Garden is making a run for the
money. Salad shooter. That was a comment. Gator forced to. You got too many numbers, Gator. Gator says, know what you call a vegetarian with diarrhea? Salad shooter. Yes. Or anybody who ate a bunch of salad.
Or anybody that drank a whole shitload of beer the night before.
There was a only available on the TV gizmo. You could shoot salad at stuff.
Salad shooter.
Yeah, the salad shooter. But yeah, when you eat it.
We have the thing where you pump it.
Oh, the
Jacqueline juicer?
The mandolin. You just
no. The spinner, the salad spinner.
Oh.
You wash it off, but then it dries it in the.
Oh, yeah. We have that too. Yeah.
We got the mandolin. It comes with a fucking a huge warning that says, "Do not Mandolin in your own fucking hand.
Do not mandolin while drunk.
Pay attention to when the vegetable ends and your hand starts, because that's when you slice that shit all to pieces. Yeah.
Because the mandolin don't give a fuck.
The mandolin will slice anything you put in it.
They're cool though.
Oh yeah.
They just do the whole.
If you want julienne fries or whatever, that's like fucking gotta have the adapter and the thingamajig there.
Homemade fries are pretty fucking good. You got to double fry them though.
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah.
Or just get commercial fryers are so much better than the ones you get in your home. It's just not comparable.
Well, but if you double fry them, you fry them once, take them out, then you fry them again. Oh, that's the secret.
Huh.
What's the method for homemade tots though? Do you have to fucking shred your potatoes and then fucking?
I don't know. I never did homemade tots.
Yeah, homemade tots seems like more than.
Picture though, if you will, this hasn't. I haven't tried this yet.
It sounds like a latke, actually.
Picture, if you will, you've made your own shredded potato extrusions and you've incorporated some quantity of bacon into those things.
You got to get the moisture out. That's the secret with hash browns. You got to get them dry.
We're talking about tater tots.
So you got to burn through like a fucking roll of paper towels to get those fuckers dry.
Oh,
when we get them dry, they fry up real nice.
When you assault a potato, it bleeds, and then you got to get
exactly.
Yeah, my dad always tries to make hash browns out of like raw potatoes, and they always turn out terrible.
We got to dry them. You gotta just gotta go. Okay, we're gonna fucking waste a roll of paper towels today because we're gonna make hash browns.
Yeah.
Seems like a reasonable thing. You could throw them on a food dryer for an hour or two.
If you had a food dryer, you could do that.
Mm.
Well, I mean, if you're into unitaskers,
we do that. Well,
or you could put them in the oven at like 200, maybe. Yeah,
that'd work too.
Oh, it sounds like more work, but it does sound like it would come out really good.
Mm.
But yeah, bacon incorporated straight into the tater tot. Boom.
Oh, man.
Right? Can you imagine?
Bacon tots.
Dude, I thought of that years ago and nobody's done it yet.
Dude, I go to fucking Eaton Park is a local chain around us. It's like a Denny's, but it's local. And,
it's spelled EATON, but it's actually
no. It's actually EAT dash N dash Park, right? No apostrophe.
Yeah,
dashes.
Okay.
Eaton Park, and they have potato pancakes, and they give you the applesauce and the sour cream for the potato pancakes.
Man, imagine if it was apple butter though.
Oh, so good. So good.
Yes.
Not that I eat any of that because I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm eating better.
Apparently, egg incorporated into hash browns is on the YouTube chat here.
Egg incorporated in the hash brown?
Egg and flour to bind them. Don't use paper towels. Buy bar mobs. What's a bar mob? I don't know what a bar mob. Oh,
probably like a recyclable.
$10 for recyclable and chuck them in the garbage. Yeah. Or you throw them in a bucket until they catch fire.
Cheesecloth, and then you reuse the cheesecloth, of course.
Totally. Yeah.
Cheesecloth.
Oh, in the wash. Okay.
I do have to say, I am like the king of the scrambled eggs. So I make scrambled eggs in a pot with butter, like Gordon Ramsay tells you to, constantly stirring, very soft scramble, creamy eggs, a little sour cream at the end, little chives. Fucking fantastic.
Sour cream and chives.
Oh, that's a secret, baby.
You listed no pork products in that.
I did not. But what you can do is you can fry a tomato while you're doing that. So you cut the tomato in half, fry it up, and it's nice and crunchy on the outside and so soft on the inside. Cut it up, eat it with your scrambled eggs. Oh. Good stuff.
That does sound good.
And you can have some sausage with it, but you keep that separate, you know.
Right. Oh, okay. But no, it's way better all put together. Like it really, really is.
I made sausage and onions and peppers for dinner the other day because my wife was in Vegas and I had to cook.
What happens?
God damn it.
Yeah. And now I have to make cheeseburgers. Somehow I'm on the hook for cheeseburgers. So apparently I make the best cheeseburgers, which I think means you do a passable job, and I don't want to do it, so you can you make the best cheeseburgers. So.
That's why you suck at laundry. It's like
exactly right.
You do it better than me, so you should.
The person who cares the most about the particular housework thing is the one who does it.
See, I can do everybody else's laundry except my wife's because I don't separate laundry and stuff. I just throw it all in.
Oh, there's nobody can figure out the mystery.
How do you fucking put it on a hanger? I don't know.
I don't even know what goes in the little.
You washed this, didn't wash it right, so it's the wrong color now. And I'm like, what the fuck, really? It's just like it's stupid.
Maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. You're obviously much better at this than me.
I did.
It's like blowjobs. I tried to do it myself. I couldn't do it. You're obviously much better than me.
My experience is the opposite. I made a complaint one time about something my wife did in the laundry. I can't even remember
what the fuck were you thinking?
Well, I've done my own laundry since I was a child, so it's really not that big a deal for me to fucking continue that. But yeah. One complaint about laundry, and that ends all laundry services around Casa del Pest.
My wife is a very nice person, very even-keeled person, except when it comes to food, right? I came home one night, and she's like, I made something new for dinner. It's kind of plain. It's pasta. It's kind of plain. You're not going to like it. And I said, okay. So I got the plain pasta, and I put lemon juice on it. I put red pepper flakes on it. I put some olives on it. I put something else on it, and I heated it up. And she looked at me, and she's like, you didn't even fucking try it the way I made it? And I'm like, you just told me I wouldn't like it. Like, what? You said I wouldn't like it, so I fucking jazzed it up, right? Like, no, don't do that.
No.
Like I fucked up because obviously, then I heard like, oh well, you can make dinner tomorrow, and you know,
the translator would say she's challenging you to. Like, I hate that you have to have a translator for that shit, but yeah.
It's like chicken salad. She makes the best fucking chicken salad I've ever had in my entire life. God forbid I'm in the Omaha airport. I'm at a Cracky McGee's in Gate A series, and they have a chicken salad sandwich, and I eat that chicken salad sandwich because, like, what the fuck am I doing eating somebody else's chicken salad sandwich?
Yeah. Gross.
It didn't even have cranberries in it. It was terrible.
Yeah, like I'm cheating on her because I'm eating somebody else's chicken salad.
Oh, and I have to tell you, I committed a dalliance. It didn't mean nothing. I was hungry, and I needed to have my needs met, and so I went. But she didn't have cranberries or nothing. It was like fucking. It was terrible, and I regret everything. And sorry.
Well, it's the new place I'm working at, right? The CEO's wife works there, and she made wedding soup one day, and I had her wedding soup. And my wife was like, "Who's this bitch giving you wedding soup?" Like, what the fuck? Like,
well, in retaliation, I sucked 10 dicks in the parking lot on my way home.
10?
I mean, it was a lot. I don't know. Probably 10.
She's getting ready to hook with this woman because, I had her wedding suit.
Give me her number.
We have strayed from the path. Very far from the path.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
It's just funny. My wife is very, she's not a proud person. She's a very nice person, except when it comes to food.
She's obviously a saint. As we get side-by-side safes with the
with my plan to not spend any more money this year.
Oh yeah. Well, you know,
this is going swimmingly.
you're on this. You're completely committed to the.
I'm only $2,700 into not spending any more money this year.
You're completely committed to the not Wagyu gun diet.
What'd you get beside the Webley then? 27. So that's like 1,100 more bucks there. What's the 1,100 else?
I got the Beretta. No, Walther. Walther 1936 Olympia pistol. Which is a very
it's just a 22. It's fine.
It's a 22. I mean, come on.
Like, yeah.
It's only $1,200.
Plus, babe, it was in the safe already.
Yeah.
It's always
been. She
knows.
Except I don't have any fucking room for it anymore.
If you can run home and get it in the safe, it was always there. It's
yeah. And then, of course, my friend Bart, thank you, dangled in front of me an opportunity to buy a Webley Mark VI for $1,500. And of course, I couldn't pass that up because that's a decent price. And it's in very nice condition. It comes with a bunch of accessories, which is very nice. So now I have to add another caliber to the family, 455 Webley. So
you just never fire it. That's the thing you spite for.
Oh, fuck no. I'm fucking shooting the shit out of that thing. You kidding me? I take it to the range, let all my buddies shoot it.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I buy something new. I take it to the range. I let all my friends shoot it. And, you know, everybody has a good time. So.
And that's the way it should be.
310, you know, greener. Yeah, okay. 250 a shot. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your most expensive per shot? Is the 50? Probably 50.
Probably the 20, I think.
Oh yeah, 20 hands down. I forgot about that. Both of them. Forgot about both of them.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah. Can't have just one, right? Can't have two.
The Pringles can, because that's what.
I love that. I love that. That post I made with the parts sticking out of the air M60 receiver.
Yeah, where's this go?
That scale is fucking crazy. I mean, it's just nuts. That bolt is huge.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I'm gonna have Pest come out. You got to come to Pennsylvania and shoot the 20 millimeters. And Bart, I'd love to have you come out. You got a spare bedroom, could put you up in.
I can do that as long as it's probably in the summer.
Do some shooting. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
we can do that.
Well, you can't have Wordy be the only one to hip fire it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a muscular, you know, younger man. You can do it.
Sorry, I was off in the weeds there.
Pick it up and do it offhand.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll start training. What's it weigh? 120 pounds?
110 pounds.
110 pounds. So that's... Yeah. Oh, that's not that bad. Fuck, that's less than plates. I can do that easy.
I need a leather-wrapped aluminum fucking thigh protector to keep myself. Ball
protector.
Yeah, I don't want to core sample a fucking thigh.
We'll just wear like a Kevlar kilt.
There you go.
Tactical kilt.
Where does one get a Kevlar? There's got to be somebody.
There's
Googling Kevlar kilt right now.
You can buy the Kevlar. Just make your own quilt.
Kilt.
Yeah, quilt.
Mine will be the size of a quilt.
You shop at the big intent store?
That's because your junk is so big. That's why.
It's more the trunk than the junk, but yeah. There are images for Kevlar kilt. Oh, yep.
There you go.
Kevlar, or is it? Oh, firefighter high visibility kilt by Scottish Kilt.
Oh, I gotta call the ATF. I keep forgetting to call them to see if the fucking thing was approved. I gotta call them tomorrow. I like calling them. They're like, "Hey, what's your serial number?"
Hey,
I'm
ATF.
like, really? I can give you a serial number, and that's what you use to look up the thing.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. 40. Serial number 40. Did I win?
All right. You guys want to do after show since we're all kind of drunk? I'm just rambling.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
I'm playing the part of Pest today.
You got on that horse
Oh,
fast.
did you
just
win the
kept
race?
pouring them fucking shits. I mean,
I only went through 4 Red Bulls, so I'm not completely hammered.
yeah. And I'm only on beer 2, 4, 6, 8. This is 9. So
You guys, you're too tough for me.
we're good.
Leather wrapped aluminum Taco Bell for lunch. The egg and flour was to make grated potato into tater tots. It's not for hash browns. Okay. But
Okay.
it worked great for hash browns too. I
Was
suppose.
there a potato tot press kind of thing? Is there a mold for those?
There's definitely a press that it presses.
kid
them
with a
together to
lathe
the
could make a
potato tot size, but
Yeah.
Can you make us potato tot molds?
oof.
Yes. Give me 2 years. you'll get a piece of tubing and a piece of bar stock that fits in the tubing, but both will be faced off neatly, and maybe an O-ring for that top.
in the shape of a P90 barrel.
But I did look at your drawing for the thing there.
Well, my drawing is pretty good, I think.
Oh yeah,
Did you all
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah. It doesn't have the angle for the thing there, but I can synthesize that. And,
Angle for the thing.
There's an angle on it, and if we
There's
want
an angle on it?
yeah, there's an angle on it, but
There's an angle to dangle.
That's not
or
that's
the,
not
or
that's
the
not
heat
what's
of your meat.
from going out to make it.
Maybe
You're a nerd,
45. I'm gonna guess 45 is the right.
Well, I mean, you can guess, yeah, sure.
All right, you guys want to sign off? We'll give us one last hurrah.
Catch me on my social media, and everybody, if you like this video, please
smack that like button.
Gotta kick that
Smash
like
that.
button in the balls, and
Subscribe.
yeah.
It's fucked up because I see all that shit. Like, it comes to my email now too because I'm on this account. So I'm like, who the fuck are these people? What the fuck? I haven't doing shit on my account. What the hell is
Kick
this?
that
shit?
like button in the balls.
Maybe I should just
ring that bell if you want to be notified of all of our.
just switch everything to my YouTube, then we'll go from there.
What happened to Pat my groin?
No, he
patted his groin.
Oh God, I hope it's
it happens.
Hope it's not autoerotic asphyxiation again.
Right. On that note, we should choke ourselves out. We'll see you guys next week. No, we won't because next week is Thanksgiving. So
Thanksgiving.
after that,
Yeah.
we'll go from there.
Well, it's Thanksgiving Eve. It's not actual Thanksgiving.
Well,
I'm not gonna be anywhere near my house, so yeah.
Bart's
be
gonna be
playing
busy
Alpha.
cooking.
Yeah.
7 Days of Alpha 17 is dropping this weekend, so I'll be busy all next week.
Well, you're not working, so you're cooking for Thanksgiving, obviously, this year.
Oh yeah, totally cooking.
Spatchcock turkey, man. Spatchcock turkey. You gotta start brining it now.
Do the fryer. Come on, do it up.